Oh my goodness, you all. This may help. Lord have mercy, mercy, mercy me. You don't want to know. Hello, Ford Man. Hello, Diane. Hello, Sean. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm sorry. I'm just having a good laugh at myself. Oh my gosh. Let me go over here and mute this one. Now I figured it out. Christina, Dyson's Crazy Adventures. Hello, hello. Oh, Lord, people. I'm like, what am I not doing right? I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I forgot to hit the go live button. No wonder I couldn't find my own live stream. So, okay. So, anyway, I see we have Sean, Diane, Kenny, Christina, Redheaded Riding Hood. Hello, girlfriend. Um, I'm waiting for, hopefully, our special guest will get here. I have sent messages and messages. Um, Hopefully, they're not having internet troubles. I could spell. Oh, well, Diane, we all make mistakes, and but I'm like, I know I did this and I did that and I did this, and I thought, not it. Bad part about it was I was talking to y'all the whole time, so Okay, I'm only showing 6 people in the house, so I'm waiting on Nug and Candace. Um, well, he just hang on. Okay. Hello, Michael Ann. How are you all? I had a blast over on Kevin's live a while ago. Oh my gosh. Leave it to him to make interviewing farm animals funny, right? You know? Oh, he says, oh, shoot. He forgot. Oh, Lord. Mercy, mercy, mercy. This is another thing that makes me nervous about scheduling interviews. But, we work our way through it, right? Oh, I did get a message back today, and I had sent a message to Sam 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 the Adventure Man, and asked if I could interview him and Renee B. And I got a message back, and they said they would love to. So now we're working on a date to get them scheduled. I have Lee scheduled for Sunday. Okay, hang on here a second. I'm trying to figure out how to drop the link here. Oh, I have a new subscriber there. I just got that notification. La 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 la. I don't have Facebook Messenger on my thingy. I'm trying to save this, people. So please bear with me. Please, please, please bear with me. And I don't know if I can do this fancy. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. If I go in here and do this. Nope. Okay, now this is my live. Let me turn my volume down. Now, there should be a way that I can share this live stream. But I don't know how. Oh, wait, maybe if I do an invite, let's see, copy that to clipboard, go into Messenger. Please bring my Messenger up. Please bring my Messenger up. Please bring my Messenger up. Please bring my what? The what? La 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 la. I know, people. I'm being crazy. I'm being crazy. If this works, I'll be so happy. I know, people, just please, please, please. Oh, thank you, Diane. What did I do? Okay. Oh, Outdoor Adventures with Ron. Hello, my brother. Okay, I'll give you a little heads up here now. Of course, after me sending messages today, Nug forgot. He says he's not going to be able to make it, but Candace will. So that's what I was trying to drop her the link. So hopefully, um, we'll get her up here pretty soon and all that stuff. So that's what I'm kind of dragging along for. So anyway, who else came in? Water Girl. Hello, hello. Oh, there is Miss Candace in my basement. I'm waiting for her. Ah, there she is. Are you ready, Candace? Oh, are you frozen? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. All right. There she is.
I have
Hello,
no makeup on whatsoever.
What do you can say? Husbands, you can't live with them and you can't feed them. You know?
Oh, yeah. So, from the show Depths of History and what's Jeff's channel?
Outdoor Influencer.
Outdoor Influencer. They came by to visit because Outdoor Influencer, Jeff, he just drove from Indiana. So they distracted us. So I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. Are they there with you now?
No, they just left. They're on their way to get dinner.
Oh, I was going to say, hi, Britt. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Not that, I watch all them channels.
Oh, yeah. They'll be going live a lot in the next couple of days, I'm sure.
Well, good. I love watching them guys. I'm telling you. And tell Nug that he missed it because, I was kind of a little more prepared, but what does Nug spell backwards? Look what I had was wearing.
Got a gun necklace.
But then again, looky there. So I was ready.
I appreciate the cat stuff. I should have catty ears. My hair is still wet.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, by the way, before I forget, Kevin said to tell Nug hi.
Yes,
we were just over on his live.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw his notification, but because Brayton was over, I didn't get a chance to pop in it.
Yeah, he was interviewing farm animals. So I know, right?
As a vet tech, I can only guess at the smell he has around him.
It was so funny because you know Kevin, right? So he kept trying to interview a horse, and it would turn around and fart on him.
That's a horse for you.
Oh gosh!
They do have quite the personality when you mess with them.
Well, see, that was one of the questions I had for you. I know you had to be in the veterinarians type of field somehow or another, because I have been watching your channels. And by the way, how is baby Was it? Oh gosh, Charlie. How's he doing?
He's around here somewhere. He's doing very good. He is developing a hunchback. So he's going to have some interesting x-rays. Most likely next week we'll get his x-rays done. Oh, here he is. Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at the beautiful baby.
Oh, I don't know why my phone is so off today, but.
Oh, that's true. Honey, we're just, I'm the type that we just sit down like we're like sitting at your kitchen table there,
Yeah.
There. So.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, moderators of mine, I have in the description, I believe I have Nugs and Cat Toy Lady links in there. So if you all want to drop those as we're going through this, and don't be ashamed to drop your links or each other's links. However, this is a family channel. And we're all here. So if you got something going on, let us know. And so anyway, I was getting prepared. 3 pages, but that's just a guideline. But thank Nug for stopping and helping little Charlie. That was so sweet. You know.
We're going to try to raise it up, so don't mind me moving you just a little.
That's fine. That was fine.
Yeah, it was about 85 degrees, so the cement was probably around 135 degrees. So he was cooking, all his whiskers singed on that side.
Yeah.
But so I am a vet tech. That's why Jeremy was like, we have to take the cat to Candace first, and not the vet, because I guess this year makes 22 years of being in the vet field. So
oh my goodness.
I've been doing it for a while. I did emergency, then I did exotics for a while. Don't do that. Birds. I don't like birds. But then I went cat only. So that's my background when it comes to
gosh,
stuff.
That is awesome. That I'm telling you, I started watching you all back in the winter. Well, when I first started watching YouTube, Nugs is one of the shows that first came up. And yes, it did encourage me to go get me a magnet to get out on the boats. I was teasing him before he was diving in the rivers up there, and I said, come on down, try my rivers. And he's like, no, there's gators down there.
Yeah, if you travel anywhere from like 3 hours below us or to the 2 hours to the east coast of us, you're going to have gators.
Yeah, I think Atlanta, from where I go down in the winter, is about, I'm about 2 hours from the Florida-Georgia line. So, about 3. And, of course, we head down 95. When we get going south, it's just straight through, So, but, I was telling you guys, you want to have to come down sometime. We're like 2 hours from Disney. We can jump in a vehicle early one morning, take the kids, and have a blast. And I won't feed Nug to the gators.
No, you'll see him walk on water if he comes across one. The man runs from butterflies, so I can only imagine what an alligator would look like.
Oh my gosh!
He swerved the car before from a wasp flying towards the car. He swerved the car. He's scary.
Oh, I love this.
He's a very brave
I'm
man
learning.
Flying bug.
See, that's what he gets for. That's what he gets for not coming on the live, right? We can talk about him, and he can't take up for himself.
Yeah, we'll just blame it on Britton and Jeff. That's
okay. We'll do that. When I first saw Nug on his channel, he was cutting up, carrying on, and I'm like, and he said something other kind of like he was apologizing. He was on a live, and I'm thinking to myself, son, you said you just act like family to me. I mean, And so I've always had like this little closeness. And then I got to talking with you on a lot of these lines, on a lot of the lives. And I thought, she is just so sweet, And
unless
so I have been.
And I make fun of you to your face.
So, but anyway, let me get over to some of my Candace. A lot of it was, does it scare you what, Nug does? I mean, he pulls some strange stuff out of them rivers.
I think at first it did, especially when he was just free diving and holding his breath. I think that bothered me some. But he's learned to judge the rivers so much now that he's not going to put himself in a bad situation.
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
we've been looking at some rivers to be able to experiment with going to that aren't in our area. And since I'm the one that does a lot of the research of those spots, I look for the smaller rivers. I'm not going to throw him in the Mississippi, because that is a very scary river, and that's not safe. But most of the rivers that are in our area, I mean, the Chattahoochee, which is the one where they do a lot of the lives, that's the biggest river.
Mhm.
And there's so many dams controlling the water being let out that it's, well, now that I say that, there was a time where he was in the Etowah, and I had the kids with us, and I was filming from the bank, and you could tell that the water was rising. They had to open the dam. And
Mhm.
within 20 minutes, the water probably rose 4 feet. So I know it went from nice, pretty clear water to very muddy, disgusting water. And he probably couldn't tell where he was at that point.
Right, right.
So I think that's the only time I've gotten nervous. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I yell
And
at them for picking up bombs and shaking them.
yeah, it's like, ooh, a bomb, and it goes to show everybody. And I'm like, oh Lord, brother, what are you thinking?
So what you don't see is the footage that he didn't add of the mortar being stuck to the rock, and him using his knife to chip the mortar out for Britain.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how make sure you don't
Lord.
add that in. But he's sitting there just hammering away at a mortar that they know is live even underwater.
Yeah, being underwater wouldn't it kind of make it a little more unstable? I mean, but
Yeah. Yeah, they said that the World War II mortar definitely was still live even underwater, the way they're made. And then the pipe bombs were still dry on the inside. And it turns out the first bomb that they found, the bigger one that Nug was shaking, that they used the clip in every single newscast of, it was one that took a remote detonator. So that's why it didn't have a fuse. So it was completely airtight. And it was very volatile.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he's getting some flack in the chat, let me tell you. They're like, Jeremy, really? Oh, my goodness.
There's nothing like knowing that your husband was shaking a live bomb.
And he was probably sitting there going,
He's like, yeah, I can hear it shaking. It sounds like the inside of a bullet. I'm like,
that's why we love watching him. Not that he does stupid, dangerous stuff, but he's just like a big kid, It's like everybody wants to be his friend,
Yeah, I definitely married the big kid in the class. So if you watch his earlier videos, he was so serious in some of them. And I was always like, you need to loosen up, because for me, the part that I like about him is how funny he is. He and I, we like to joke around a lot. I'm not expecting him to be serious 100% of the time, because that's never going to happen. Let me turn my volume down. Just trying to pull you up here. There we go. Okay. That way I could see all of you talking. Sean's in here. Hello, Sean.
Yes. We all kind of run in the same family, so.
I think he recently became a moderator. I got him to be a moderator with Adam, just because Sean, I don't always read the chat room. Like, I watch the video and he catches all the stuff I miss, so that helps.
Oh, very good moderator. That's when I was setting up moderators, and they're like, sure. And I'm like, gotcha. That was one that I definitely wanted to be a mod,
Oh, yeah. He's handy to have around, sure. if I
Yeah.
actually went live more. Actually, I think you've been in one of my lives before. Didn't you come to one of my lives not too long
I
ago?
think I did. I think I did.
But I
I
don't
know I've
remember
been
all the
watching a
time.
lot more. I've been watching a lot more. Like I said, even though I consider myself a dog person, I am an animal person. And I always said up here in the country, if I had the money, I would probably have one of the biggest rescues around because I'm like you all. I cannot stand the thoughts of something happening to an animal. That's why when I was looking at little Charlie laying there in that floorboard and that face all skin up, I cried, and I'm like, hurry, get him back to her.
Yeah. So through doing emergency work, I got to be able to tell a lot of the difference of, if they bump off a car, off the wheel, this is what they look like. If they just hit the cement, this is what they look like. And he really had the marks of a cat that had been pitched on the cement. He hit face first, and nothing else was wrong with him. He didn't have any skid marks on his pads where he had bumped off of a car. He had landed face first somewhere.
Yeah, when you had mentioned that in your video, I just pictured somebody holding it out by the tail and just dropping it.
Mhm.
And my heart broke,
Oh yeah, and he didn't have any rubber on him. The fur holds rubber really well. So if he would have been bumped by a tire, he would have had rubber marks on him, and just none of that fit. And some of his issues at first, we were wondering maybe it was head trauma.
Mhm.
He's just special.
Yeah.
And now with him developing the hunchback and his legs are staying short, even though the rest of his body is growing. And then he's got the spread apart eyes, kind of like the characteristics of Down syndrome. And he's still getting the muscle cramps that he was getting before. It's not as common to see them, but he's still, I saw it this morning.
Yeah, I seen that on that one video. It's like his little toes were just like twisted, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, and he tries to play and he just nubs at you instead. His little just curled in, but it doesn't stop him. It doesn't seem to hurt. He doesn't seem to hurt when his back is hunched up more like the big cat wheel. He likes it. So when he runs, his little camel hump becomes more prominent. Or when he's sleeping on his side, it really stands up. And I think it's because his shoulders are sunken down. So it's giving the rest of his back a hump.
Yeah.
On Friday, our big girl, the big 17-pounder, she goes in for her yearly. And then I'm going to discuss with the vet if we should do the x-rays next week or if we should wait a couple months and let him grow a little more.
Right.
This vet is one that, God, he gave me, I was his first hire when he bought the clinic and I was 17 years old. So 2 weeks after he bought the clinic, he hired me, and he's known for being one of the best vets in the area, hands down. His ultrasound skills, he used to teach, we had a local veterinary ultrasound hospital, or teaching school that all the vets go to train at, and he was one of the teachers. So, he's good. So, I'm going to do whatever he tells me to do.
Right.
But I do work with other vets. There's a mobile vet that I do relief work with. And she did the kitten spay and neuters, but not Charlie's yet. She wants to hold off till he gets a little bigger. But yeah, so I kind of bounce around from vet to vet, and I have kittens playing.
Oh gosh. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm like you. I'm a big animal lover, and I just got my new puppy about a month ago, I think it was. And so when I was down south, I lost my support dog. And so I ended up, when I come back here, I got me another one. And this puppy is like, oh my God, I forgot what it's like to have a puppy, It's like a 2-year-old on crack.
Yeah.
And just when you're getting ready to just like throw them in their kennel and say, forget it, go away, they look at you, and then I taught mine to kiss me, and they'll bump my nose,
Mhm.
and it's like, okay, mommy's not mad now.
Oh yeah,
you know?
we're having that problem, but the opposite age with our senior dogs. They're coming up. They're 13 years old, coming up on 14, and one of them's having dementia issues and
Mm,
seizures with a head tilt. So we know there's most likely a brain tumor. And then the other one's also having some dementia issues, but she's having bladder control issues and just she's gone deaf. She doesn't care if she gets in trouble because she can't hear it. She'll raise the trash in a heartbeat or our cabinet. She'll open the pantry and just take out food. So it's
she's
like you
like,
want.
I'm old. What are you gonna do?
Mhm.
See, I had one dog, one of my other Cocker Spaniels. It's just like over the weekend, she lost control of her bladder. She went blind. I mean, just like all of a sudden, all this started happening, and it just kept getting worse. And so by the end of the weekend, we had the talk with our vet, and I'm like, she just hides. She stays in her cage all the time, and I will not keep a dog that I have to keep in a cage.
Yeah.
But she was too scared to even come out, you know. And so then my other one, he developed a heart murmur and ended up with congestive heart failure when we were in Florida this winter. And then he started going into the seizures.
Mhm.
And I thought, okay, a seizure every now and then, it's not too bad. But he was having one like every other night or every other day. And like you said, then he ended up with the head tilt and just totally miserable. You could see him, he's just all swelled up. And I
Yeah.
said, of course, me, I would love to keep him, but it wasn't good for him.
Yeah. I'm a big
And so,
quality of life person. I actually worked for an in-home euthanasia service. I was the manager for 5 years. So I'm I think I'm a little in my younger days I wanted to try to, do cancer treatments and let's do this and let's keep prolonging. And then I started realizing that the quality of life just wasn't there even with trying to prolong and it wasn't
right.
fair. I'm all about quality of life now. So, like, we have
Hmm.
a cat that lives under the bed most of the time, and he has congestive heart failure, and he needs medication, but it scares him too much to medicate him. So, why pull a cat out from underneath the bed twice a day that is scared to death of coming out just so you can medicate
Right.
him and make his heart stress? Like, it stresses too much. Like, it's not a good balance.
Hmm.
So, even the vet agrees it's quality of life is more important. He's happy the way he is. Um,
Hmm.
Nug enters the room and all he sees is a streak, a blur. Uh, but the cat only comes out for me. But if Jeremy's home, he won't come out. It's only later in the
Yeah.
night that
Yeah.
he'll actually come out. So it's, quality of life. And
Yeah.
I think
That's me.
Water Girl and Diane. Oh, it's like I know everyone in your
Yes.
chat. I'm like,
Yeah, that's why I
hi.
said, you all would be a perfect fit because, we all follow AWP. And so we follow you all and Sam, which matter of fact, I am working with Sam now to get a time scheduled to do an interview with him and Renee because I also talk a lot about um, mental health awareness and stuff like that and environmental cleanups and stuff like that they do because our land is a beautiful beautiful pieces of heaven right here on earth. And I think it's our job to take care of it.
Hmm.
And that's one of the things that I wanted to thank Nug for doing. Not shaking the bombs but cleaning up our rivers.
I can't tell you every single news broadcast where they'd even just do itty bitty clips like teasers before going into the hour. They just have them shaking the bomb. I'm like, Yes, we know he's shaking a
Well,
pint.
I'll tell you another clip that has made the rounds, I think, on about all of our, I think about everyone that's seen it, was the practical joke that you all did on Brit. That poor boy.
We were just talking about it with him tonight. Because,
It was so good.
well, everyone
And
blames Jeremy for it. Like, they just destroy him in the comments about how mean he is. He didn't plan it. I did. I was
That's
the
what
one
we
that put the
kept
fake
saying.
blood in it. I just told him to go hide it and how to hide it and what to do. And he did it like he was supposed to. Well,
But I was so, yeah. Well, he said something on the video that, Candace did this, or something other, He was, I thought, are you trying to lay blame somewhere else?
No, I actually had it planned for Jeremy to pull on Adam originally. No, excuse me.
Oh.
Adam to pull on Jeremy. But then one night, Jeremy was like, I want to pull a prank on Britton. I was like, I've got the plan already. Let me show you. So I pull out the fake arm and show him. So
Sean says, she says, you did an awesome job, Candace.
Yeah.
Everybody loved that one.
There's other stuff in the works. But Britton, I had to get him back. If you saw the Adventures with Purpose live stream where Britton ruined, I had a remote control alligator head that I was giving Dan, the cameraman, to be able to scare the guys with. Well, Britton became part of it, and then Britton ends up leaving it out, and everyone sees it, and then he can't pull it on anyone. And then after that, Britton forgets that he left it in the AWP trailer, so it's now still in their trailer probably, or Jared's done something with it, waiting to scare someone else.
Kevin and Jared's got this big prank war going on. They're trying to figure out some major pranks. So yes, we're
trying to wait a little bit because so many people got upset over that with Britton, but he deserved it for ruining my alligator prank.
Yeah, well, if they were on a job with AWP in that aspect, I can see it. But they were at home in their own rivers where none of this was expected. So I think it was great. I loved it.
Thank you.
Hello, Miss Box D just entered.
In that live stream that afternoon, he ended up forgetting that there were some other people around that day. And I was getting mad at him. I was like, he deserved it. No apology. I was going to give him... So my apology was going to be a red velvet cake. But instead he got Dunkaroos. Do you remember the Dunkaroos from the 90s? Little icing in the cookies? I found some at Sam's Club, so that was my apology. I was like, here's my apology to you, and I handed you Dunkaroos. But I was going to do.
But I was laughing so hard because I could actually say I saw a man walk on water. It looked like them big old long legs. He was just getting it.
Well, people also said stuff about why Jeremy ended it so quickly because Britton was honestly freaked out and was going to hurt himself trying to get away. And that's why he had it like, it's a joke. Oh, that boy.
It was... He seems like the little brother everybody likes to pick on.
Well, he's literally young enough to be my child. Which,
really?
Yeah. I have a tendency of treating him, another him. So, it was, what do they call it? Hard love?
Yeah.
That day.
That tough love, yeah. Never turn your back on your dive partner.
Well, the dive before that, he had accidentally kicked Jeremy in the face with a fin. So I had some little things that I was mad at him about. So I got to let them loose.
Did Nug ever find his face mask? No.
$1,000 out the window.
Oh, Lord.
But the same
As
night
much
that he
as-
realized it, we sold the RV. So we just turned around. He had been donated. Someone bought him a new GoPro that same night. And he had gotten some donations. So with the RV and the donations, we were able to just replace everything all at once.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So it had good timing with getting lost.
Tell him, as much as I love it, maybe he needs to rethink his tailgate options.
So none of the junkyards in our area have a tailgate that matches that. So
I know that was.
he'll have to order one through the mail, and I think I'm too cheap for that. I'm okay. I am snobby, and I openly admit that, like, I'm a snob at heart, and sometimes it makes our yard look like white trash, and it makes me mad. But for the price that it is just to mail the tailgate, I'm okay with it. It's not worth $150 in shipping. Like,
Right. It's like, yeah, I can get a good price on it, but the time you ship it,
oh yeah, and then
So that's when.
you know how the mail system is. It's going to come dented. It's not going to look good.
Well, what make and model is that? And if I find one up here, I'll just bring it by and drop it off on my way through.
Oh, he has his headphones on. He can't even hear me. He
Oh,
zoned out. I'll have to send you an email on that one because I don't.
yeah, just
It's old.
send me a message because up here in the country, honey, you wouldn't believe it. The
Well,
older model vehicles.
Well, that's where his truck came from. Was in the country in Wyoming. It was his dad's.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I remember that.
Oh yeah. A cross country trip
Yeah.
with Britain. Now, remember, Britain is 21 and Jeremy is 43. So there's a little bit of an age difference when it comes to driving styles and music.
Oh, that would be the big one right there, Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, now Miss Candace, I never in the beginning I couldn't figure out why you went by the cat toy lady. So I went over and started checking out your channel. And I was like, oh my God, is there nothing this woman can't do? You do some awesome videos.
So I started my channel as basically a middle finger to, I had started a cat toy company with a veterinarian that I worked with. It was a veterinary-based cat toy company. So for 5.5 years, I designed cat toys. And I also taught the people that we used stay-at-home moms to make all the products. So I was in charge of all the manufacturing and designing all the toys. And basically, I got screwed out of the company. Kept being promised part of the company for taxes. Let's just hold off again for taxes. And next thing I know, she's basically taking away all my rights to do anything and telling me I can just go to the cat events that we work and I can talk to people and sell toys. And that's all I could do. And
You be the voice in the face and she rakes in all the cash.
at these events, I'm just the vendor at the booth. She's the voice in the face and pretends that she designed the toys because she's the veterinarian when she doesn't know how to design anything. And then I found out she was putting patents in her name on our products.
Oh, man. So things you would come up with and design and build, she's patenting them.
Yes. Yeah, one of our products already had like 15 patents applied for because it was a very complicated paper bag cat tunnel and it had different varieties of ways it could be made. So we had to cover our butts. And the agreement was she would be on the patent if she paid for the patent, but I was the designer. So we were both on it, but it was in the company's name. So basically, when she took the company, I lost all rights to my patents. So I
Hello,
started the
Cody
channel.
Wells just entered the channel.
Yeah.
Cody Wells just entered.
Oh, hello,
See,
Cody.
you're at home, girl.
Oh, yeah. So I started the channel to be able to show people that they can make their own cat toys just as cheaply as we were making them. Because I was teaching the stay-at-home moms how to do it. Slightly different. I wouldn't show the exact way we made them. But yeah, I have showed how to make every toy that I designed for that company. And then I came up with other ones that she had been holding me back on that I wasn't allowed to make because she didn't want to release too many products at once. And like she was just always too cautious.
Mhm.
So I wasn't allowed to say that I designed any of the products, which always killed me. She talked to Dr. Marty Becker, who's in charge of, like, he's known as America's Vet. He's on all the morning shows. He started the Fear Free campaign for veterinarian offices to have less stress for pets. Like, he's a very big name in the veterinary field. And we went to one of his things, and she wouldn't introduce me to him. She's like, well, he thinks I'm the one that designed the toys. So here we are in talks with him, a multi-million-dollar talk, because he wanted some of the products to be able to put his Fear Free's name on. And she won't introduce me. She wants to pretend like I'm not there and keep me away. And of course, I didn't realize my appendix had ruptured 2 days before that. And I was walking around with ruptured appendix and septic and sick as could be. So it was a whole snowball of badness. But so that should have been when she wouldn't introduce me, I should have known the company was downhill from there. But so I started the cat toy channel so I could show people how to make her toys. My toys, really. But
now, do you sell the cat toys? Can people can't order them or nothing? You just show them how to make them yourself, huh?
Yep. So the cheapest toy I think is about 2 cents a piece to make. So those are the ones that I show for being able to donate to shelters. Like one of the rescue group that I work with, we have other volunteers that we give them the supplies and then they just sit there and make the toys to be able to go in the go home packets or to go to other shelters. So it's a variety of expensive toys you can make. Toys that are really inexpensive. I use a lot of Dollar Tree. Before this channel, I had no idea how good the Dollar Tree was because, again, I'm a snob and I was afraid to go in there. And then I discovered it, and it's downhill after that. Jeff from Outdoor Influencer actually asked me tonight why I don't use like Family Dollar. I'm like, well, Dollar Tree keeps things under $1. Family Dollar, I think, like $5 and below. But I was like, but in my area, if you have teeth, you can't walk in it. Like, it's the one that's down the street from us. Our area is called Ackworth, but it's very commonly known to everyone that lives here. Certain parts of it are known as Crackworth. It's a big meth and crack area. Very redneck, I guess you could say, but on the bad drug test town. Like the houses that are dilapidated that people are still living in. That type. I really came off snobby. I told you I'm snobby. It's in me.
I can't picture you as snobby. I mean, I really can't. You know. But
I'm snobby.
But yeah, I watch your channels and it's like everything that you're building is affordable to do. You know, And because first thing I saw you was building, you built a big old huge cat tree.
Mhm.
And it had like the little swing in it, the little house on the top. And I'm like, man, I would love to get one of those for my sister-in-law for Christmas. And I got to looking and, and I was like, you know, you laid it all out there, what you needed, the dimensions, where to find everything.
Mhm.
And it was like, I could do this myself. Did I? No, I never got around to it. But, that's what I like about it because I'm a lot like that. It's like, I hate to go buy something and pay, an absorbent amount for it when I can make it.
Mhm.
It just seems to be a waste to me,
There's some things you
and
want to spend your money on, and certain things you're like, I can do that myself.
exactly. And the latest, I have to bring this one up. Excuse me just a second. Oh, I got to get a drink. The latest one is the cat wheel. That blew my mind.
Yeah, it's in my living room.
I was
right
like,
now, but my living room looks like a bomb went off, so we're just gonna pretend it's not there.
honey, I am sitting in my craft room / sewing room / computer room / catch-all room. So, but I mean, yeah, this thing is what, like 4 feet around?
Yeah, the inside rim of the wheel is 4 feet.
Yeah.
So it's like 4 feet 6 inches on the
You know,
extreme edge.
And I was just like, and you did it with different supplies, and then the last one you did was with the corrugated plastic,
Mhm.
and still it was only like $50-$60 maybe.
Yeah, I think
Was it like
after I added
$3
the
a
carpet,
sheet?
and then I ended up adding an extra set of wheels in the bottom, so it
Oh
had
yes,
2
yeah.
wheels. It was like $76 total, but that was including all the extra carpet tape because carpet tape's $10 a roll. And like I added in the price of the glue gun, like, so
Yeah.
every little
So that's what
piece
I'm saying. I
extra
mean,
76.
to go from start to finish, 70 some, say less than $80, you say,
Mhm.
right? And this people, you've got to go over and check her channel out and see this thing. It is like, I was telling my husband about it and he's looking at me, he's like, a cat wheel? What's a cat wheel? I said, you know how hamsters have a wheel? It's like a wheel for cats. And he's like, oh, okay. But y'all got to go over and check that out. It is just, it's awesome. I mean, I was just like, mind blown.
Up until Friday, we had 4 kittens in the house because I was fostering 2 of them. And then we have Charlie, and then our foster failure that we just adopted with Charlie. And all 4 will run on it. Sometimes at the same time. But you always have the cats that are running together, all nice. And then you have the cat that has to go the opposite direction. And then all of a sudden you have hanging cats from the top because they don't want to let go. And they're just all hanging. It looked like the scene from Lost Boys. Remember the vampire movie where they're all hanging underneath the bridge? That is what the cats would do. So all of a sudden you have 4 cats dangling from the top of it.
Oh gosh, you've got to get a picture of that and share that. That's got to be hilarious. You're looking at them going, really, guys?
Before the boys went, because they got adopted Friday, I never got it. Like, you try to be quick to get the video and it never works.
Yeah.
But Charlie and Ellie get along so well that they just run next to each other on it. Occasionally, like, Charlie will be running and Ellie will just stick her paw up and like just grab the carpet and make it stop. And that's just how she messes with them. But usually they run together on it.
Oh, that is awesome. But we are coming up on the hour, and I know that this was basically like a last minute thing for you because our wires got crossed and stuff.
Sorry. Normally I put everything in my phone, but Nug was in charge of that. Setting this up, so
But that's okay. I mean, I've enjoyed talking because we see a lot of Nug on his channel and on his lives. And sometimes I don't know about everybody else, but I'm sitting there talking to my phone as if I'm talking to him. But we don't get to see and interact with you that much. And so I think this is awesome,
Yeah, we
And-
we always have hopes of being able to travel with the kids and have me as the camera person, and then I can take care of the live. But recently, when they've been going live, it's all stuff that I can't typically go with them because they're going to the rivers that are sketchier for having my kids run around. Our children don't, well, our son kind of swims, and our daughter, who's about to turn 10, still can't swim. She has this phobia of getting her head wet. So that makes swimming kind of a challenge. So our plans this summer didn't go as they should have.
Oh, well, like I said, maybe when I get down south this winter, if nothing else, it'd be maybe 4 hours up to you. I'll come pick you and the kids up, and if Nug don't want to, and maybe get to spend some time down that way or whatever. Because I feel like, we're all like one big happy family, and that's the way I like to treat everybody. And I feel bad because everybody, probably thinks I'm ignoring people in chat, but I keep looking over here and I see Lorraine's came in and, and all that stuff. And I'll go back and I'll read all this stuff, but I wanted everybody to focus on you, Usually I'm staring at the chat, talking to everybody else.
I have a problem not talking when doing this stuff. So,
yeah, I love it. I love it. So yeah, my mods are dropping your link, and I encourage everyone to go check out this lady. For one, she's awesome because she has to put up with Nug. That already get her a bronze star right there.
Awesome personality rubbed off from me. That's just what it is.
Tell him I'm advertising for him, so I'll expect a shirt in the mail. Or okay, I won't be, a little keychain. I love the keychains.
Thank you.
Those things are awesome. Did you?
The quality.
Oh, that is awesome, But yeah, people go over and check out their links and check out Nug's link. Like I said, everybody loves Nug. I mean, and I think he said he got his nickname they called him Nugget when he was a kid.
At the shop that he worked at, the auto body shop, they call him Nugget because he was into metal detecting at the time. And they called my kids Nuggets, like the little nuggets are here. And so it just kind of stuck. But then we have Nugget Noggin thinking that Jeremy copied him, which he didn't, because he didn't know of each other. But, and then when he realized he really wanted to change it, it was too late. It was stuck. So
yeah. But I do have a question here in chat for you. Cody wants to know who's the next prank going to be on.
I can't tell you.
Yeah,
but no, I already have 3 that are set up and ready.
Oh, awesome!
Because you guys have seen the pranks that failed that never actually came out. Like there was one early on that Serious Nick was supposed to be helping with, and I had really concentrated environmentally safe dye, the food dye, and bright red. And he was supposed to go slightly upstream from him and release the water, or release the dye. That way, all of a sudden, everything around him would turn red. Well, he went upstream, but he was up above, like in a layer above. Like he was closer to the top of the water, and Jeremy was down at the bottom, so he never saw the red. The whole river turns red, but it was up above his head.
Oh my gosh!
And I almost.
And he didn't know none of it went on.
Yeah. And then the very next week, I tried to pull a snake prank on him, and Nick comes out of the water, has all this stuff, and just drops it because he's not realizing what's going on, and I had a fishing line attached to a fake snake that I had made that was 20 feet out that I was going to be able to like pull real quick as soon as Jeremy came out of the water. But what happened was I start trying to pull it and realize Nick's stuff is on it. And then Jeremy gets tangled in the line. So I'm still screaming that there's a snake at him. And he's trying to crawl out of the water real quick. And the line is attached to his tank. So the faster he's trying to crawl out of the water like a cat, the faster the snake's coming after him. But part of the line is still underneath all the junk that Nick had dropped. So another prank that didn't go so well. Like, it would have gone better, but it still scared him. He still came crawling out of
But
the
I bet
water.
it did look so realistic, though, you know? I bet that was awesome. So I think
And then there's a
Winston,
bunch
I'm
of-
just going to have to follow you around and watch for the pranks. Get you doing all these pranks on you.
Yeah, there was the one where I caught him with the magnet and started pulling him out of the water. So you know,
I didn't see that one.
yeah, that was.
I didn't
was
hear
my
about that
very
one.
First one. It was under the 400 bridge, and I'm trying to think of which video it was. It might be the one where he finds the red bag full of stuff. It was like a Hindu offering.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
put in a red scarf. Yeah, I think it was that video. That's where I caught him with the magnet. But you know, it's the little things that
Goodness.
when you're just waiting
Oh,
on
gosh,
the surface
yes.
and trying to find where the bubbles are for 4 hours and keep your kids from trying to drown themselves or stop complaining that they're bored. You have to find the little things in between.
Oh gosh, I think it is awesome. I have had a blast, Candace, and I thank you so very much for coming up. And I hope that we get to do it again sometime.
When you
And I
drive
look forward to
through-
seeing.
yeah, when you drive through,
Yeah,
we'll have
yeah, I
dinner
would.
or lunch or whatever time of day it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's usually about the time we usually say, okay, we're going to drive down. It seems like Georgia was the longest state to drive through.
Mm.
And it's like, okay, when we get into Georgia, we're going to stop. And then it's like, okay, we're down toward the lower end of Georgia. It's like you know. So I'm trying
Well,
to
it's
make
gonna be driving.
myself learn to stop. You know, so
Oh,
but
yeah.
you tell Jeremy that we think the world of him, and we're always up to watching his shenanigans. And I love your videos. I love what you do for the animals.
Thank you.
And I am going to attempt one day to make some of them cat toys because some of them look pretty cool. And like you said, it would be good to take and give away at some of these shelters, you know. So that's what I would
When you're-
encourage people to do. You
When
know?
you're ready, I can definitely help you find the right ones to start with. Any that have that Chanel yarn, just buy one thing of yarn, and then you can make like 20 different toys from it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, thank you for whoever just ordered on exploringwithnug.com.
Oh, there you go, guys. There you
But-
go.
Yeah,
So,
rescue groups definitely need toys. That way, every kitty goes home with a toy when they
Yeah.
get their new home.
oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. And like Cody says, you know, we're part of the Nug Nation. And you, come on, let's face it, you are the backbone behind that. You know,
I'm the one making
every
the
wife
t-shirts.
knows. Yeah.
I learned how to screen print so I can make the t-shirts.
Oh, did you really? Oh, awesome. Maybe that's what I'll just hire you sometime to do me some.
I can.
Right.
now that I think
Ah,
about it.
there you go.
Yeah.
See,
and if
you
y'all
know,
ever have ideas
always-
of t-shirts for Doug, just let me know. We can make them.
Oh, I could come up with some.
I was really
He needs a t-shirt that just says it works.
Yeah.
Just across the front, say it works.
It just kind of looks like a little bit of
Every
a scale
time-
it works.
Yeah. every time I go through that area, I look for a blue truck with a tailgate that says it works.
It's noticeable. Yeah, I was really shocked. The I fart in my wetsuit t-shirts we haven't sold one of yet.
Oh, you're
Like,
kidding.
That shirt. Yeah.
Oh
We
my
sell Nug
gosh.
Nation ones, but no one has bought a I fart in my wetsuit. And the little bubbles that come up that are the fart say Nug Nation. Or no, Nug
Oh my
Life.
gosh. Oh my God. I'm going to have to go check that out because I have to get me one of those. And then next time I go to interviewing, I'll have to put that on.
That works.
And he'll look at me and say, "You too?" So, but anyway, I will let you get off here, hon. And I do thank you for coming up. You tell Jeremy I said hi. Tell the kids I said hi. And I do hope get to meet everybody one day. And like I said, my moderator's been dropping the links. Go check it out. And like I said, check out Nug's merchandise. He does have some awesome merchandise. And keep his boy in that water. You know, probably gives Candace a break. It's like, go play with the boys. Get out of my hair for a while.
He gets grumpy if he doesn't get to dive. But let's keep him happy.
Yes. So, all right. It is way past the hour. Again, I said, thank you very much. I will let you get off of here. Thank my mods. You all are awesome. And I know we'll all be seeing each other because we all follow the same channels. But I appreciate everybody. And I'll talk to everybody later. Thanks again, Candace. You're awesome.
Welcome.
All right, guys. All right, guys. I love you all. If you need anything, holler at me. And if nobody else tells you today, remember, I love you. Always will. And you are family. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.